Hello, my name is Luke, and thank you for joining me to explore some of the weirder websites that have been left to rot on the internet. This is part 5 of the abandoned websites iceberg. The 4 parts before this, perhaps if you're new here, you should check them out. If you've seen them all already, thanks for joining me on this journey. But if you're new and you're only here for the weirder stuff, this is a great place to start. Just from some of these URLs, I'm expecting weird stuff, and I've not seen any of these websites before, so let's go and explore some weird websites that have been left to rot on the internet. Okay, first up we have ongren.net. Is that how you pronounce this? Whoa, this is overwhelming. I've got so many ads for different automobiles here, as you can see, and randomly some binoculars, some zoom and telescope. Okay, first observation is in a different language, Norwegian. We see the Norwegian flag here. And we can buy a tank. A real tank, perhaps? I'm going to guess this is an RC tank. The fact that you can flick it up and stick a big sticker on the bottom of it, it's got to be an RC tank, right? And I don't know, this is crowns. Is that their local currency? I don't know, but I don't know how much this is worth. A cool little image here as well. The site logo is some guy with glasses. Now, not being able to read the language really makes a lot of these pointless to me. I know what a go-kart is. I'm guessing that these all electric vehicles. Okay, Ardgren is a technology company, of course, as we could kind of tell. It's a small Norwegian-based technological retailer started by a guy called Thrifshawn Argen. He launched the website in 2000 as an attempt to, sell more products as a mail order style on the internet. Now, unfortunately, the website makes lists like this because it is such a bad example of e-commerce online. After just a year of being an online retailer, Argon.net went bankrupt. And a lot of people cite that the chaos of the website could have been down to customers being completely put off and turned away when they tried to visit Argon.net. Our next website is superbad.com. Anything to do with the film? I'm going to guess maybe. Okay. We're getting some... This is going to be odd. I can already tell you. Okay, I'm going to click. Diagram. I see that the tab says diagram showing a ghost, and it looks like I'm seeing like a spinal cord with a head on it. Do we have sound here? Is there audio? Brad came over and we were playing with stuff in the garage. We were making secret potions out of cleaning chemicals, and we were laughing really hard. And one secret potion stained part of the floor in the garage a greenish yellowish color. And my dad put his head in it to say it was time for dinner. Put his head in to say it was time for dinner. And then he wanted to see what was so funny, but we didn't want to say. Then Dad came over to see, and Brad was eating foil. What? If you want to have good posture, and everyone does, here are some useful posture questions to ask yourself. Do I sit tall with feet flat on the floor? Sit with my buttocks against the lower back of my chair? Hold my head high? Keep my chin up? Marionette style. Also, keep your chest up if you want good posture. That's the tip there. It's all well and good keeping your head high and your chin up. Put your chest forward. Walk with my legs close together. Swing from the hip joints. That is how you walk. Walk letting my heel hit the ground first, followed by the outside of my foot, then the toe. Why not check back every day to chart your progress? Okay. As well as spilling chemicals on the floor and eating foil, we're getting posture tips. Is that it? Okay. This can't be it. We got a cool graphic. Okay. Is this going to be like, am I getting different things all the time? Or we had a website called The Hall in the last episode, and we were just clicking through and it was like a slideshow. But are these actual links? Let's do this survey here. Do any of the following apply to you? Yes or no answers. Do you have a communicable disease, physical or mental disorder? Or are you being a drug abuser or addict? No, I confidently say. Have you ever been arrested or convicted of an offense or crime involving moral turpitude or a violation related to a controlled substance, or being arrested or convicted for two or more offenses for which aggregate sentence. I think I can say no to this. No, I've not been arrested ever. Have you ever been or are you now involved in espionage or sabotage or terrorist activities or genocide? Between 1933 and 1945, were you involved in any way in persecutions associated with Nazi Germany allies? No. Are you seeking entry by fraud or misrepresentation? No. Have you ever detained or retained or withheld custody of a child from a US citizen granted what? Have you ever detained, retained, or withheld custody of a child from a US citizen granted custody of the child? It's quite a wordful. I get it in the end. Important. If you answered yes to any of the above, contact the American embassy before you travel to the US. Okay, so this is an... Shall I tick yes to one of them just to see what it does to me? Or should I be truthful? Let's see what happens. Okay. All of these files are going to be different. I feel like this is one of those websites where you really could spend a long time clicking through and exploring all the different possibilities of pages. It's like when you play one of those video games where there's multiple different endings. You finish once and then you're like, now I need to play again for a different pathway to find out what the ending was. Could this possibly mean something? Are these weird click-through sites gonna have meaning? Or is it really just a bunch of random stuff that someone puts together and has compiled a maze? It's an internet maze. That's what it is, basically, right? I feel like there's going to be hidden meaning to this that I'm too dumb to find out myself. So let's perhaps revisit. If we maybe put a certain sequence in here, we can and you click and you probably get a secret page. But how am I ever going to know what the sequence is? Superbad.com was created by Ben Benjamin, a graphic design student at the University of San Francisco, as part of an arts project. As you saw when I was going through, the website has no fixed or obvious navigation. It's like a maze, and that's exactly how I think Ben Benjamin meant for it to be on the internet. In 1999, it won a Webby Award for being weird, which it definitely is. And it's been exhibited in different museums across the world and is an example of how modern art can be created on the internet. There is a superbad.com wiki for this where fans of the website exchange theories and try and work out the meaning behind the website. People say it remains unsolved. People are treating it as like an ARG, an alternate reality game. And I really don't know if it does have a meaning. There are constant themes such as meat cropping up, apparently, as you saw, and bees keep popping up too. If that can have anything to do with some kind of subliminal message, I don't know. But I just think this is a random collection of thoughts from our guy, Ben Benjamin here. Okay, our next website is timecube.2enp.com. Sounds cool, has a cool ring to it, a time cube. This is going to be another maze. Host is functioning. There is nothing here. Maybe clear your browser cache. Okay. I can clear my cache, but also endangered noob productions.llc. Okay, there's nothing to actually click on. So let's clear my cache and revisit. All right. If in doubt, try the archive. That's what I've learned. I cleared my cache, tried again, nothing happened. So let's archive the site. Okay. This is way different to what we saw last time. Okay, there's a lot of information here. You can see how small the scroll bar is. Let's get into it. Earth has 4 days, simultaneously each rotation. You erroneously measure time from one corner. I'm already lost. I'll tell you that. So is this day 1 is midday, day 2 is sundown, day 3, and day 4 is sun up. You are here. Each body, four corners equals time equals four-leg mobility. Okay, this guy is going to have some crazy theory, and I'm going to be into it, but it's going to be crazy. Truth note, Earth has one day, even if it stood still, and 4 days in one rotation. $1,000 to anyone who can disprove the harmonic cube. I don't know what the harmonic cube is, but if I did, I feel like I would be able to get $1,000. Okay. This is going to take a lot of reading, but I'm just going to scroll for you guys while I talk about what I think this website is. What this website clearly is, this website is clearly some guy's theory on the Earth, on perhaps the universe, and he's spelling it all out here for us. And it really goes deep. We have this time cube. Earth is a time cube. Word God is bad math. Math shown here is far superior to God, and Christianity uses it to save humanity. I'm honor the 4 days or you should die. Wow. This guy is a really strong believer in this theory. Is he saying 1 day is actually 4 days? Is that what he's saying? So like the 96-hour cubic day debunks 1 day unnatural God. 1 day is witchcraft. Well, I quite like the 24-hour day personally. I think it's quite nice that the sun rises at the start of your day and it sets at the end of it. I think that's a nice measure of a day. To have 4 days, do you sleep? If you have a 4-day day, do you sleep 4 times in a day? Or do you try and stay awake and you sleep at the end of the day and maybe have a whole day sleep at the end of it? I don't know. I've just like come back to the top and I'm just reading this. Are these meant to be links? A boring adult crime versus youth. She left belly B signature. Every priest has Ma sign. You dirty lying teachers use only the midnight to midnight 1 day, ignoring 3 other days. Oh God. All right. Let's have a rundown of this theory. So, time cube theory was created by Gene Ray, who goes by Otis Eugene. Now, it is exactly a theory of everything where he tries to claim how the universe works, and his new theory within that is that the Earth has 4 days. I've tried reading parts of it, and I've tried watching videos, and I've tried even just reading the AI summary, and I don't get it. I'm too dumb to try and get what this guy's telling me, or this guy is speaking so nonsensically, it doesn't make any sense. But basically, I'm just going to tell you what I've taken from it. He defines the Earth as he thinks the Earth is spherical. He doesn't think the Earth's a cube. But if you draw a cube around that sphere, then there are 4 corners, and these are time corners. The sunrise, the sun coming up, noon, midday, the sunset, the sun coming down, and midnight are the 4 different corners around the world. He argues that these are all 24 different hours going on simultaneously as the Earth spins, giving 4 simultaneous 24-hour days, or 96 hours in one's Earth rotation. I'm just confused to what that means. 4 24-hour days. So depending on which time zone you're in a different day, I think is what he's trying to say. But that's just seems silly. It's one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, if I'm in Australia right now, I would be in bed. I'd be sleeping, but I'm not. I'm around the other side of the world. The sun's up, so I'm having my day being awake. I just don't understand what this guy is saying, but it's an example of how anyone can go on the internet, make a website about anything they like. And that's exactly what Otis Eugene has done. He's using free will. He's made this website. He has this theory and he wants the world to know. So yeah, good for this guy. Also hilarious that he offers $1,000 if you can disprove his theory. Like, okay, only $1,000. You can't be that sure of it if that's all you're offering. I can't find out if he's ever paid that out or not, but maybe that's why it's so low, because he so often has to pay it out. I don't know, but Yeah, if you're interested in theories of everything, some alternative theories of everything, check out Otis Eugene's time cube theory. Okay, it's fairly obvious where we're going with the next one. hailsatan.com. We got some Satan worshippers. Oh, this is a .co.uk. Shout out the UK. I think this is the first .co.uk site we've had. And they're Satan worshippers. And it's hilarious. Click here for our latest PC build. As they're worshipping Satan, they're teaching you how to build PCs. Let's see their first PC build without any. Well, that's obviously the first place we would go, right? All right, cool. Radiator fans installed. That's a lot of fans, right? Okay. All right. This is an old PC. Cool. Home. We're out of the homepage. Hilarious. At the top of every page, click here for our latest PC build. That's what they're concerned about when they're worshipping Satan. We have lots of pictures of Satan. Great. Some links. Satan shop. Co-op stuff. Oh, the Satan shop is closed. My internet provider didn't like that. My malware software kicked me out, so we'll avoid that. This is a gateway for DCI agents and associates. Devil Central Intelligence. I don't know. Is it going to be like a? Is this going to be a bad website? Aha! You need a password to get in. But is this going to be? I don't know. There could be some bad stuff behind there. What is DCI? Welcome. Oh, I think that's my IP address. Stands for Digital Criminals International. Okay, this is like some hacker group or something. Interesting. Let's actually find out what this is, because there's really not much here apart from this Digital Criminal International login, and I can't get in because I don't have a password. Now, hellsatan.co.uk is a mysterious website with not many people I can see talking about it online. I think it's just a satirical take on this guy's PC build. He wanted to show off his PC build on the internet, and he's made this Hail Satan website around it, because on the website itself, as you saw, there's not really much information on there. However, the criminal digital criminals links to the website, so that was actually a separate website. And that's really creeped me out a little bit. I don't know how you log in. I don't know what that site is. Perhaps it's just a bunch of nerdy gaming buddies who built a website and they want to be all mysterious. But actually, if you go on the website, you dig a little bit further on the Digital Criminals International site, there's a list of shops, and they even mention music. They listen to Megadeth and Metallica. And yeah, there's shops where you can buy guns and knives in the UK. Yeah, weird, troubling, maybe a little bit. It's made me feel a bit uneasy, but it will be a mystery because I can't log in and we don't know what they get up to. But I'm going to say that this guy wanted to show off his PC build, and he's built a world of mysteriousness around it, perhaps for him and his friends who claim themselves as an online group called Digital Criminals International. But one of the first big mysteries that we've had on the abandoned website's iceberg. Okay, now I'm very excited about the next one because I think I've been here before as a kid. We have deathdate.info. I'm pretty sure I've been to this website. I even remember kind of what it looks like. I think you click and it's going to tell us when we're going to die. Okay, so I think if we click on, here we go. Yes, we're going to find out when I'm going to die. So my name is Luke and I was born. You're going to find out my birthday. Just send me a birthday card. 98. I'm a male. Oh, yeah, I'm just doxing myself. I'm fourth. We round up, by the way. We round up to get that number. And I'm 95 kilograms. Stimulants. Sometimes, and never. Let's see. 31. Wait, is that? Oh, that's how many years I have left. 31 more years. What is that? I'm going to die at 58. Am I happy with that? I don't like how the timer is ticking down. I don't like how it's a ticking clock, but I'm happy with that. 58. That's a good life. Not very long to enjoy retirement. Um, but okay, fine. I feel really like I find it creepy actually that that I know that this has just generated a random number, but watching the time ticking down has made me feel funny about that. So I'm nearly 50% of my way through life. All right. You know what? Kind of sad, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So as I said, I remember visiting this site as a kid. It's been on the web since 2006. That was maybe around the time I would have visited it, probably just a bit later actually. But yeah, that's what it is. It's a fun little game that you can play online to calculate your own death. The website looks quite nice. It's probably one of the nicer looking websites that we've had from the era. Spooky vibe to it and all, and they claim to be correct 99% of the time. So there you go. I guess I'm almost halfway through my fairly short life. All right, next up we have more devil related stuff. 666ismoney.com. No one buys or sells without the money of the beast. Okay, devil money. Babylon is falling, signs of the times, statistics on money. Is this a money hate site? Does this guy hate capitalism? I feel like, again, this is a theory. Maybe not a theory, but a message being used on the internet. It's propaganda. Either way, it's quite nicely put together. I will say that. The gospel of eliminating money. This is definitely that, isn't it? It's a capitalist hater, a Karl Marx lover, and Satan quotes about abolishing money. Okay, so, and he's got here listed lots of pro-socialist. Should we call it propaganda? Or pro-socialist content here. The God of the Jews is money, and in order to steal money, he commits the greatest crimes. He does not rest until he can sit on a big sack of money. He does not rest until he has become the king of money. Well, that seems incredibly anti-Semitic with everything going on at the moment. This is going to be a very anti-Semitic website. Hitler and the Big Lie. Oh no, the brainwashed masses are not conceptually and purposely evil. Okay, Adolf Hitler, the lie, the power of the big lie propaganda. Is this going to be... Don't be what I think this is. Oh no, it is what I think it is. The foremost connoisseurs of the truth regarding the use of the falsehoods and the slander have always been the Jews. The whole existence is based on one single great lie, to wit, that they are a religious holy community where they actually are a race/brotherhood. Oh no. Quotes directly from Mein Kampf to support his theory here. Aha. Here we go. More Holocaust denial. First, they came for the Holocaust deniers. H denial is illegal in 13 countries. Oh no. This went from money bad, capitalism bad, socialism good to H denial very, very quickly. Okay. He also says when they lock up those who said the CIA killed JFK, RFK, MLK, as well as those who believe 9/11 was an inside job and Alan Greenspan was the number one culprit, I remained silent. I did not believe in conspiracies. He believes them enough to deep dive into those and know who Alan Greenspan is. And he also says, when they came for those who like to smoke pot and eat psychedelics, I do not speak out. I do not take drugs, except for what the psychiatrists give me. When they came for those who refused the worship of money, mammon, I remained silent. I was a Christian Zionist. When Christ, a transsexual... What does that word say? I actually can't read what that word is. A transsexual Enoch, Yes, probably right. For the kingdom of God came for me. She threw me onto a lake of fire. What is this guy going on about? I do like the artwork, though. I will say that I do like the little drawings he's done on all the dollar bills here. Is this her? I did not see this being created by a woman. I thought it was going to be a dude, but hilarious. Peace, love, and save the world after denying the Holocaust. How funny would it be if there was a donate to me button at the end of this page? 666's money is a site from Raquel Baranow. It's basically what we've seen. She says money is the root of all evils and it is the mark of the beast. Now, she also has a YouTube channel where she posts videos like this.
All right, hi, my name is Raquel. In order to buy or sell, you have to have the money of the beast on your mind or in your hand. That music started out kind of slow. I just kind of spacing around here. Kind of a funny night with all the lightning around and everything.
Her website essentially is exploring fringe topics, blending biblical apocalypse references to critiques of finance. And she's, of course, she loves Marx, she loves socialist ideas, and she questions the Holocaust, as we've seen. So, just a lady, a gal with a wide range of beliefs. Okay, next up, I hope this website's not about me. We have fugly.com. Now, okay, this looks like fairly normal compared to what we've just had. Honestly, I feel like I'm a bit shell shocked. Trump exposed, though. What's new? Was this happening back in the day too, or are these new articles? Let's go straight to the scary maze. Okay. Wait. World War II as a bar fight revised. That's a fun article. I like the name of that article. Blood Ninja, The Legend of Blood Ninja. I found this page we're looking at. Okay. I think this is like a really broken website now. Fugly t-shirts. They sell a t-shirt for the site. But what actually are you? What is the site? Site news. Last update was in 2007. Okay. Okay, do you know what this seems like? It seems kind of like just like a news site. Deadpool opening spoiler. Well, was way after 2007, right? So they're still posting articles, but they're not posting anything. Nothing is on these pages. Some horoscopes. Oh, nice. What day is it today? Is that how horoscopes work? Don't you have to do the day? Wow, that picture of this guy. You're creative now. You have ideas, but not the money. Well, they've kind of got that right. This should be notable as you try to make changes to your home. What will be noticeable is that you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Your home is starting to look like a real piece of crap. I disagree with that last bit there. I've just moved home and it's really lovely. But does this have to be like my date of birth? Oh no, this is my date of birth falls within here. You're probably thinking about your money and how to make it grow. Yeah, aren't I always? You shouldn't be worried. I definitely don't agree with the last lady, by the way. I'll tell you that. You shouldn't be worried about your money as much as you should be worried about your genitals. You've got unusual genitals. Cool and sick Friday. Well, I'm not going to work on Friday, so as for the rest of it, okay, we've got some games. Police bike game. Oh, yeah, of course. I need Flash. Videos. Fail compilations. Oh, we are in the early 2000s, that is for sure. So, fugly.com is an early 2000s humor-based site. Essentially shared irrelevant news, funky stuff that you could look at on the internet, funny pictures, viral videos, and the rest of it. I honestly thought it was a great website. It was also home to the Scary Maze game, which you may have played yourself. This maze on the screen, you would work your way through the maze. The walls would close in on you, it'd get tighter, and as you pay more and more concentration, that would happen. So yeah, there was a satirical horoscope which you saw, and different community pages and forums and things like that. So just a early example of I guess a community. It's kind of like an internet magazine that has a community behind it. Thumbs up for fugly.com. Now, last but hopefully not least, we have toastytech.com/evil. The evil scares me. Internet Explorer is evil. Oh, look at who it is. It's Bill. It's our good friend Bill, who we know is evil. Now, he was way ahead of his time because this was created in 1999. So he had the story locked down. That's why he thinks it's evil. But either way, it turned out he was right. If Bill Gates, more appropriately, it should be called Bill Gates is evil, right? If I'm going to go with that narrative. But let's see why he thinks Bill Gates is... Sorry. Let's see why he thinks Internet Explorer is evil. Okay, essentially, it kind of relates to another site we had. We had a Netscape site, right? Which eventually became Mozilla. Now, Netscape died because Internet Explorer started to become as standard on Microsoft machines. And this guy calls that out in this post here. He calls that out. It died because of Internet Explorer. And this guy liked Netscape. He basically thinks that making a browser such as Internet Explorer standard to Microsoft it is bad. It's a disaster, as he says here. And there's also many other reasons. It's a security nightmare. It makes a poor client, application runtimes for all of the most basic things. It's bad at doing the basics. This guy has it out, and he made the website to basically call out Bill Gates on making Internet Explorer the standard browser for Microsoft. He actually has loads of articles on here about Microsoft being a monopoly and an evil company. And it's kind of hilarious how he's put Bill behind bars here. He is, maybe he had the crystal ball and he's looking into the future. I'm really wondering if any of these articles mention anything about Bill. Is that, oh, you know, why we're here on Outlook? Is this what he's talking about here? Outlook is terrible. I hate Outlook. What will Bill do next? Way Bill Gates should die. Oh my God. Kill Bill. Way Bill Gates should die. That would be great. I've just picked that one out randomly. And then 1,000 RPM merry-go-round. Okay, how many ways are we going to have Bill Gates? 260 ways. Died in a browsing accident. This is a group of people that really hate Bill Gates. And we have a rants page here where he has just written rants. Oh my God, he's still updating this. I was going to say Windows 11. So this popped up on my Windows 10 machine. When was the last update? 2025. Okay. So he still, I can't remember the guy's name. Nathan has built this website and he's still updating it to why he hates Microsoft. And if you go to Nathan's Toasty Technology page, he's got loads of his other interests here too. We can even learn about Nathan himself. So there, Nathan Lineback created this website in 1998 as he passionately explores his hate for Internet Explorer and his love for Mozilla Firefox. If you go to the wider site, it's literally just some of his passions, and his biggest passion is hating Internet Explorer. The site is still running today, and as you can see, is actually updated every now and then, the last one being in mid-2025, but he's kept that raw 90s aesthetic, which... we all love. All of these websites have had that raw 90s aesthetic. Don't change it. Don't change it, Nathan. Love the work you're doing. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you want more crazy websites. I'll be back soon with part 6 of the abandoned websites iceberg.